They say McCain is just McBush, by Dr. Doggerel, taking a bite out of crime one rhyme at a time. They say McCain is just McBush, another 4 more years. They say he'll leave us all depressed, demoralized, in tears. But pundits misconstrue McCain. They're not looking at his brain in foreseeing our worst fears. There's an aspect of McCain, you know, that is strangely Reagan-esque. I'm speaking of senility, for which Ron's remembered best. They say that Reagan in his dotage to Alzheimer's did succumb, but even at the height of power, his mind was going numb. Even in his campaign speeches, we should remember well, Reagan's train would leap the tracks as his brain would fly pell-mell. He'd wander from his scripted texts till all his aides were nervous wrecks. From aspects of Ron's brain-glitched blight, they'd steer reporters half the night. Today, Republicans all claim that Reagan's brain was not so lame. And as their hero, they propose to carve his face in fine repose with Rushmore's presidential prose. But why trouble us with all that work, immortalizing such a jerk? No need to heed his lame brain sophists. His head had turned to stone in office. McCain now walks in Reagan's shoes, but he has paid some awful dues. A brave war hero, he did suffer. This guy's no Ronald Reagan duffer. Nor is he Bush, who hid and boozed through Vietnam, Bush partied, snoozed, and now with presidential power, he stands in his grand White House tower, dumping billions by the hour. Upon our troops, a golden shower. No, John McCain is no George Bush, sitting on his half-assed tush. McCain's grim years in Vietnam taught him a very different psalm of suffering and sacrifice. And John McCain believes that price should now be paid by us, the folks who watch TV and just make jokes instead of backing Bush's war and drafting soldiers like before. As John McCain's brain starts to swell, he's back there living in his cell with torture, hunger, his grim lot. And now he'll teach us what we've got can be rescinded when it should, to fund the war and make it good. With victory in 100 years, with thousands dead and tons of tears, he'll never quit. He'll never fail till we agree his Viet cell has become the blueprint he knows well for producing here a living hell. Was there health care in Vietnam? Could you buy groceries, own a farm? Could you buy gas to run your car? Could you get passports, travel far? Could you expect your kids to be educated, healthy, free? Did jobs abound? Was there no terror, mayhem, bombings, draft laws, horror? And we sit here and think war nice. McCain will teach us sacrifice. McCain's a maverick, we are told. His maverick madness will unfold by reestablishing the draft. This move, he'll think, the only path to fight this war 100 years, to universalize the tears across the breadth of our country till only the very rich are free.